Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 61st televised presidential debate. Without further ado, let's get ready to crumble!
Left and right, red and blue, the battle royale to call the shots for the American people. Hear them, Sam? This is what they've been waiting for.
Indeed it is, Charlie. We'll have two candidates duke it out till only one is left standing.
Ma'am, are these your children right here? These are your beautiful children? Look at that, America. 2 children already and 2 more on the way. Not one day in her life will she ever have to work because of you, America, and the taxpayers' money. America!
In the red corner, weighing in at a net worth of $16 billion, Max $1 million Worthington! And in the blue corner, weighing in at a net worth of $3.5 billion, the Dr. Jerry May!
Dr. Main's position is that the idea of top-down budget reinforcements is not economically viable.
My opponent's proposal can take a deduction for moving a plant overseas as an emergency measure to make sure we don't slip into a Great Depression.
To meet the challenges of middle-income Americans, we need to address the problem of helping small business.
98% of the 54% of Americans that are taxed at the individual rate have cut $1.5 trillion from the discretionary domestic budget.
Looks like it's going to be no contest tonight, Charlie.
I agree, Sam. Maine's approval ratings have been through the roof these past 4 years. He should have no problem whatsoever wiping the floor with Worthington.
Let me tell you something. The good doctor's going to make a house call tonight, but unfortunately for him, that house is going to be a mausoleum. Let's get to the action. This series will determine once and for all who will be the undisputed president for the next 4 years.
The air in this arena is electric as our contestants go head-to-head to debate the most prevalent issues in America today.
Looks like Worthington has gained the upper hand. He sends Maine into the corner.
What about taxes?
It's the tax break. He just gave new meaning to the term flat tax.
As you can see, my opponent's tax breaks are nowhere as near as flexible as mine. Jerry,
out of the corner with a fiscal cliff. The pin.
Oh, Worthington kicks out.
We just got out of recession. And Worthington's tax plans, his plans to taxes, will have us back in the hole before you know it. What are you going to do about gun control?
They ain't really pushing for stricter gun control legislation.
We'll see what Max Worthington has to say about that.
The Second Amendment is one of our sacred rights as Americans. He wants to take our guns and mine.
Worthington's making some pretty persuasive arguments for the Second Amendment here.
Yes, gun nuts everywhere are sure to rally behind this kind of criminally insane psychobabble.
Easy there, Charlie. We don't want you to stress your bleeding heart.
What about healthcare?
Look at that choke slam. Does anyone know the Heimlich maneuver?
Come on, that doesn't even make sense.
How are you going to protect the environment?
When are you gonna bring the troops home? What about free speech?
No taxation without representation. Fellow Americans, I have traveled all through the night. I have come to speak for you, and I will not be silenced. You may not yet agree, but you have been cursed by propaganda fed through your very eyes and ears.
You may deny it, but you have trained the whole of your life, as generations before you, to hold vile values so injected, carefully stated into us all by our mothers and fathers. As if that weren't enough, they had drained the life from our food and poisoned our water with substances to pacify us, chemicals to desensitize us. They have created countless houses divided in worship, just as you've seen this division and diversion here. They've had the audacity to bewitch us with fear that the almighty source of life is anything but love for their agendas!
Well, folks, I'm simply speechless. Looks like this dissident, whoever it is, thinks he can just waltz in here and tell us how to run our country.
Sam, it doesn't look like our contestants are open to suggestion.
No, it doesn't, Charlie. But they are schooling him in the fine art of debate I've never seen since dazzling oratory.
Doesn't matter. Boy, the crowd has really taken to this miscreant.
They obviously don't know what's good for them.
Friends, my opponent believes levying higher taxes on the middle class is the key to economic success, economic recovery.
I am Jerry Main, and I approve this message.
Welcome back, folks, and as you can see, things have taken a turn for the better.
Yeah, our heroes have joined forces and are making things copacetic.
They've really proven their patriotism by opening up a good old American can of whoop ass on this mysterious stranger.
Boy, security has really gotten lax these last few years. There's a little girl ringside.
Charlie, you gotta tell your welfare mothers to keep a better eye on their rugrats.
Have I taught you nothing? All that is required for evil to flourish is for good men to do nothing. All you best hope and pray that someone like this little girl takes a place in the roots of this country, for she is the best of all of you. Without thinking, she knew what was right, what was worth defending. And you, any one of you in the same situation, who trade this document for this, you need to ask yourself one question. Which is really worth more? It is time to wake up. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Folks, I just don't know what to say.
I guess that's all the time we have for tonight, folks.
Join us next week as part 2 of the Shocking Debate series continues.
Good night, citizens, and God bless America.